I realized going from obsessing over 10 grams to something like bikepacking bags, it's a pretty good jump, but look at that. This can't be helped. Man, I work in mysterious ways. So there's definitely not been a lot of bikepacking content this year, 2020. What can you do? I didn't even think I would be able to go out for even an overnighter this year. But luckily, a week ago or so, me and Mark finally got the opportunity to do a quick little overnighter. And I got a chance to try 2 new bags that I got earlier in the summer. Finally got to use them, and I actually didn't plan on making a video about them because, I mean, bags, how different can they be? But it actually turns out, especially one of them, is definitely become one of my favorite bags to date. So I thought I would do a quick little snippet of those 2 bags. So this is a set of bags I got, as you can see, Apidura, and this is the race line. Why they call them race, I don't really know, but yeah, anyway. So I will just start and go over the frame bag real quick. There isn't too much to say. I got the smaller version of this bag last year, I think it was. And it's been a perfect bag for those all-day rides, early morning to late night. So the reason I got this larger bag is part for bikepacking and part for a little bit of extra storage on those all-day rides. The thing I like about this compared to my normal bikepacking bag, the backcountry, I think it's called now, which goes all the way here, is now I have space to remove my bottle. And the other thing I really like about the race line is that all the straps are removable and I have multiple loops so I can match them up to exactly where I want them. And there's no head tube strap. Happy about that. There's 2 straps for the down tube if you want to, but I'm fine with just one on the lower side here, and that's way stable and all that mess. One big compartment on this side, and on the other side there's more like a sleeve pocket. Of course, since it's me, we still need to check the weight, and this one comes in at 188 grams. My smaller one is 146 grams, and my older bikepacking bag, the backcountry, is a 4.5 liter, and that's actually lighter than this 4 liter one. The older one was 169 grams. A big difference with this race line of bags is that they are a waterproof, which the backcountry bag is not. So let's move on to this one. This is my absolute favorite top tube bag I've used this far, and I didn't really expect it to be anything super special. I basically got it for the magnetic flap, really simple and very easy to operate while riding. This is a 1 liter bag. You mount this bag on the bento box mount. They also make this bag with straps if you don't have those mounting points. And what I really like about this bag is I have 2 mounting holes. So with the holes in the back here, I got my bag just up to the stem here. Pretty damn spot on for what I want. The hardware also super sturdy, and the holes in the base also are covered with like a rubber membrane that you push the screws through, and that keeps the water from coming in from underneath, as well as keeping the bolts in place when you remove or install the bag. Super smart, I gotta say. Once you bolt this down, it's really stable. As you see, I don't even use the stereo tube strap that you can put here, and that's another good thing, removable straps. So if I don't need them, I can just remove them. And this is really stable, especially if you compare it to my old Pro Expedition bag, which kind of flapped all over the place if I didn't use the strap at the front. This is definitely the biggest top tube bag I've used this far. This is 1 liter, definitely bigger than both the Pro Expedition and my thinner, smaller Silca bag that I usually use for these all-day rides that I'm on now. So I normally wouldn't use this bag for the ride I'm on today. I just put it on for the sake of this video. Normally I will only use this bag for bike packing. When I'm on these all-day rides, the frame bag alone is enough space for what I need for an all-day ride. Another thing, I was thinking this would probably not be the best bag if you really stuff all your layers and stuff in this. I thought this would just flap up, but this is actually super secure. And normally I just put a camera and my snacks or something like that, maybe a thin layer that I want to have quick access to, and that's no problem at all, plenty of space to spare. And I even tried to stuff my hard shell rain jacket in this, and I thought since that would push the sides out, they probably wouldn't be able to use it. But as soon as I hooked the flap over, and you have like 3 different positions for the flap, so I just needed to pull the flap over, and once it's hooked into the side, it actually kept the shape of the bag pretty slim. I will say though, if you do a lot of standing up climbing, I can definitely feel it touching my legs from time to time. And I'm really thin-legged as well. Today I did some really steep climb and I had to do a lot of standing up, and I could definitely feel it brushing my leg from time to time, but nothing I couldn't live with. A normal built person would probably feel that bag a bit more, especially when standing up. But for bike packing, this is not really an issue for me. And the race line, like I said, is waterproof. And that got me thinking, if you've seen my budget bike packing bag video, where I put together a set for $100, top tube bag, frame bag, handlebar bag and seat pack. In that video I shows the cheap ass ROCKBROS top tube bag and frame bag, which are claimed at least on Amazon that they're supposed to be waterproof. And I got a few comments there saying that it's not as waterproof as they claim. So I got a little bit interested to try that out. Of course, I can't really go out and ride in the rain. Well, I can, but I won't because I don't really enjoy riding in the rain if I don't have to. So I put all my top tube bags that I recently used on this little rig, put it out on a rainy day. I think I had it out for 5.5 hours, and it was kind of drizzling all day with some stronger pours from time to time. I stuffed all the bags with shop towels. They really absorb water well, so if there were some leaking going on, my thinking was I will definitely be able to see that on the rags. And as you can see here in the Apidura, I couldn't feel any water on the paper towel or in the bag itself. On the ROCKBROS though, I could definitely feel some water had got into the bag. And you can see in one spot on the towel there's a pretty big blood show, a little darker, where the water has been absorbed by the towel. So I'm guessing the zipper is the main culprit on the ROCKBROS bag. So I probably wouldn't put my most delicate electronics in there if it was really pouring down. The Pro Explorer bag didn't fare that well, to be honest. That was pretty wet inside, and I think they actually claimed this is supposed to be waterproof as well. Something like 5,000 meters. I don't know all this specification, but I definitely wouldn't qualify this as waterproof. If you take a look at the Silca bag, that is definitely not waterproof. As you can see here, quite a bit of water and coloration. I should mention though that the Silca doesn't even claim that this bag is waterproof. For me, it's my snack bag, so no worries there. So the result from this water test is pretty telling. The Apidura bag is pretty much waterproof. I would call this rain safe for sure. The Silca bag doesn't claim to be waterproof at all, and that's pretty obvious that it's not either. That is definitely the bag that fared the worst in this very unscientific test. But yeah, there you have it. Pretty happy with this race line, and like usual, it's not a review for review's sake. I always get stuff that I think will improve my experience on the bike, and was the same with this. Since I had the smaller frame bag since before, I knew what to expect. But like I said, I was surprised. The top tube bag was actually better than I expected. And I guess I should mention, I'm not sponsored. I did not receive anything for free. I paid full price for these from Apidura.com. Luckily, they now ship to Japan, like customs, prepaid and everything. But it's definitely the most expensive top tube bag I've gotten this far. But for me, it's definitely worth it. I think it's around 70 bucks, so definitely not cheap. The ROCKBROS bag is probably the best budget option I've tried, But like I said, I think they actually raised the price of that bag by 10 bucks. So I think it's 25 now. It used to be 15. Bastards. I'm losing light and I need to get home. I still have a massive downhill now for like 50k. I'm looking forward to that. Or actually I'm not. It's starting to get pretty cold and the sun is setting. Well, I think that's it for now. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.